if you're not foreign and you don't understand what a credit score is and why is it so important, then this video is for you. Make sure you stay to the end of it, because there are good information that can help you and impact your wealth creation. This is the Majority Mindset. My name is Sylvia. If you're a current subscriber, I thank you. If you're new here, I appreciate you for stopping by. But while you are here, please consider to subscribe and hit the notification bell. I would greatly appreciate that. On Majority Mindset, my goal is to encourage you with biblical principle to get yourself out of there, stay out of there, and start to build generational wealth. In today's video, we're going to talk about a credit score. Why do we need credit score? What can you do to boost your credit score if you do not have any credit score or your credit score is lower? What are the components that even make credit score? Credit score is one of those things that everybody needs in the US. If you are going to buy a home, you're going to get a mortgage, unless you are fortunate you can pay off your mortgage cash without any question asked, then hey, that is the best way. But if you don't have some hard cash sitting down there, it's so important. A high, not just any credit score, a high or a good credit score that's between 730 to 850 considered as a good credit score. Of course, it depends on what you're going to do. The higher the better. If you have the opportunity or the chance to get your credit score up or higher, please do so. It will save you a ton of money on interest rate and headache and rejection when it comes for you to get mortgage or auto loan, or even going to get a loan for businesses and stuff like that. There are loopholes around it. I'm not going to get into all that, but let's concentrate on getting your credit score up if you do not have one. For instance, we the foreigners or immigrants from other countries, when you first get here, we normally don't have any form of credit. They cannot track anything. When we're going to get loans and stuff like, it's usually hard for us. There are 5 components that make a credit score, and the first one is credit utilization. Credit utilization consists of 30% of your credit score. Next component is your payment history. Payment history is the 15% of your credit score. Timely payment is 35% of your credit score. Trade line is 10% of your credit score, and hard inquiry is 10% of your credit score. It's on the breakdown. You can tell by the 2 major components that really affect your credit score, which is the credit utilization. This one is timely payment, and that's why, folks, I know things are hard. We are in a very hard situation in the world right now everywhere. But regardless of what, try to automate your payment so that you are not late on that. Not only that, will you be paying late fee when you miss your payment, but it affects your credit scores. Probably if you miss a payment within 10 days, it's supposed to be on the 1st of, say, January, whatever reason you forgot, and you're going to pay it off on the 10th. The chances that if you call the bank and, ask for it nicely for them to take the payment off and also not report it to the credit bureau, that within 30 days should be okay. But after 30 days, that is going to affect your credit score badly. So please automate your payment just to avoid these little discrepancies, okay? Let's look at how we're going to boost our credit score, besides the fact that you need to automate your payment. First thing first, before you can do any of that, you need to get access to your credit report. And you can get credit report from and the website is annualcreditreport.com. Again, annualcreditreport.com. Just a quick disclaimer here. These videos are for entertainment and fun purpose only. I am not a credit repairer or by any means. As always, you want to consult a professional before you take certain decisions. Somebody decides to charge you for you to get that, please, that might not be the website to go. Don't make a mistake and pay anyone. Let's assume you have your credit report now. The next thing for you to look at, go through it and make sure there are no any delinquencies, collection, no bankruptcy, foreclosure. In a world of identity theft word now, you never know what's somewhere. But of course, if it's something as big as bankruptcy, the chances that you've bankrupt is high. I think so, but hey, who knows? Just in case somebody has stolen your identity to make any form of purchases whatsoever, by reading your credit report, that would give you the everything that you need to know. And after you know that, the next thing for you to, if everything is good but then your credit score is just low, especially if you are new here and you don't have any credit card, in order for you to, or sometimes you are not even new, some people are afraid of credit card. They don't know how to utilize credit card to their advantage, so they don't want to get it. Now is the time you want the first home and you don't have the cash and you want to do that. This is how I'm going to show you some few tips on how you can boost it if you don't have any scores and how to get one. The first tip, I'm assuming you don't have any, go and apply for one. You can go to your local bank. They probably might ask you to pay something down just because you don't have any form of credit for them to trace it. It is formed as security for them to know. With time, they will give it back to you. So once you get that from there, it's called secured credit card. When you secure, you go to the bank and it give you that. Once you get that down and you start utilizing it, but make sure your utilization is under 10%. 10% or lower. Of course, if you are, meaning you are using your credit card not more than, if you have 1,000, you are not using more than 200 every month. You use it $90 or $100. Great way to boost your credit utilization. That alone can make a tremendous change for you. Another thing that you can do is also use authorized. You can ask a friend or a relative who has all these components I've mentioned to you to add you as their authorized user. Make sure that they are good, they have very high credit score, they are good on their early payment, timely payment, no late fees or whatsoever, and their utilization is great and they are doing well. Please do not go knocking on every friend's door that, hey, could you please add me on your could you please add me on your credit card? No, please don't do it. You have to be really, really close to it. And if somebody says, no, I will not do it, and you are new in a country, or even if you are new, please try to understand, because what you do on that authorized, when they give you that card and they attach you to their credit score, whatever you do can affect them in certain ways, not in the way. So a lot of people don't like to do this just because of the trust. And another thing you can do, if you already have a credit card and your score is just low, please do not open new account. Don't continue to open new accounts, especially those of you go to the stores. Oh, would you like to apply for a credit card today? I can save you $20. Would you like to? And before you know, you just say, oh yes please. No, the word should be no please, thank you. Okay? Because those cards, that's how they get you. You go to Macy's, they're asking you about opening a card. You go here, they're asking you, say no, no please, thank you. When you keep opening new accounts, it shows that you are not responsible. You just want to open an account and waste money, that basically, because how much credit card can you open? Why do you need so many? Unless you have a business and you're using it for that purpose. Otherwise, there is no need for you to be going, especially when you're starting out also. As for increase, what do I mean by as for increase? Your credit, for instance, they've given you a limit of 1,000. If you need to be using 500 every month on your credit, I hope you'll be paying it. If you need to use 500 out of the 1,000, that's 50% utilization. That is a no-no. We've already talked about it, right? So the best way you can, but in case you really need to, someone like me that I don't use debit card, I use credit card. I have my reasons, and I'll have a video on why I don't use debit card, and I treat my credit cards as debit card. So if I have 1,000 and I know every month I need 500 on it, I need to use 500. The best thing for me to do is to ask for increase, not affect my utilization tremendously. The next tip is for you to consider to consolidate all your credit cards, because most of the time when people have so many credit cards, they lose track of which is which, and that's when all the bad things will start happening, such as late fees. Try to consolidate all your cards if you can. Once you do that, you have only one payment, and therefore, and also with the hope that you'll be able to automate your payment, so that you don't forget that you need to pay that one up. And the best way, or one of the great ways that you can do by consolidating, is with credit union. Mostly I recommend that because most credit unions are normally owned by the community. They're not extremely greedy like the credit card companies or other companies that just want you to consolidate for them to feed off on you and make more money out of you in your vulnerable state. No. So go walking into your credit union and ask for them to help you to consolidate, so that the payments, and hopefully you will even make a bargain by getting a lower rate that you never know. And with all this, things can boost your credit score up to 100 within 30 days. I'm not saying this is gonna happen over 3 days, but this alone. Oh, and a last bonus I have for you. It is good for you to know your statement date. Why is it so important? If you know your statement date, you can beat the system and to pay down your balance to almost 2% before your statement date. So that alone can boost your credit score by 30% just in a week, okay? And if you keep these practices, the chances are you're going to get your 850 or so high. If you have learned something from this video, kindly click on the notification button. If you have not done so, subscribe. Show me some love by hitting on the like button, and share this video to one person in your circle. You never know what it may help. And that is also how YouTube will recommend my video to other people who may need this help. Until we meet again, shalom.